What's up, dudes? Max here, and welcome back to the return of the Smash Brothers Breakdown. If you guys had the chance to see it, we did a full breakdown of Little Mac before he was released, before I had a chance to play him, and we did a dissection of all of his moves, and now that I've actually had hands-on time with the majority of characters within Smash Brothers on the Wii U, I wanted to talk about them, the ones that I put a lot of time into, and the ones that I will absolutely be playing when the game eventually gets launched. And that one includes one of the most iconic characters and something we never expected to appear in a Smash game. You better believe it, it's Mega Man. So at E3, Mega Man was the character I absolutely spent the most time with amongst any of those I'll be doing breakdown videos for in the future. I can tell you right now, Mega Man as a character probably hasn't been this well realized in a very long time. What the Nintendo developers and what Sakurai has done with this character is an insane homage of everything we love about Mega Man and the classic variation of him. I only hope that there's some consideration of maybe DLC in the future, or something in regards to a Proto Man skin, something with Mega Man X. That'd be absolutely freaking awesome, but I'm sure they don't want to ham up the cast with Capcom characters, similar to Sonic, and I don't know if they're going to do Bayonetta just as of yet. I do hope that there's some consideration for that, but the greatest thing about Mega Man and playing Mega Man in Smash Bros. Wii U is literally how he feels, and he feels like freaking Mega Man. It's hard to describe when you actually start playing this character what is going on, because he doesn't feel like other Smash Bros. Characters specifically. The way he falls, the recovery of his attacks, the way he moves, the way he throws stuff, it all just very much feels like you're playing a classic 8-bit Mega Man game on the NES. It's really cool how they identified what the controlling features are between the previous characters, and they kind of hit a few things right on the head of how Mega Man should feel in a Smash Brothers game, and he feels really good. As far as how easily accessible he is, well, that's up to a completely other debate. I personally was slightly disappointed in Mega Man's accessibility when I first played him after a couple of games. I was telling the folks around me and some of the guys that have been playing the game quite a bit up until that point, Mega Man feels kinda hard to use, and I was immediately followed up with a response of, yeah, he's bad, yeah, he's trash, he's garbage, he's not gonna be good, he's pretty much Brawl Sonic. I was like, whoa, I don't know if we're gonna go that far, but he's definitely not easily accessible and like super the best character in the game type of thing. No, there's going to be something very specific that you're going to have to do with Mega Man to make him very good. More specifically, he suffers from the Smash Wii U syndrome that the majority of characters in the cast do have problems with, and it's that a lot of his attacks have a ton of recovery and a ton of waiting periods in order for you to get back to a neutral state and do something else. Now, between all of his attacks, he does have some pretty damn good stuff. One of the biggest issues I was having is that his regular 3-hit attack chain is just shooting his Buster 3 times, and these 3 pellets do very little stun. They're not too great as far as a combo. I didn't find myself using them too often because they don't go full screen. They go only a few different character lengths away from Mega Man, so it didn't seem too good, but his forward smash is pretty damn good. It's a charged up Buster, and it launches the similar distance, which is around 5 or 6 character lengths, maybe a little bit more. It goes kind of far, but not that far, if you know what I mean. And this attack is good. It smashes people in the opposite left or right direction. The biggest issue I have with that one is that you can't hold the charge similar to Samus kind of holding her charge. I think that'd be a great asset to have with Mega Man, that you can kind of hold it, run around, and and keep that charge the whole time. But he doesn't have that, sadly. You can charge it up and you can release it, and it hits guys and it does great. Other than that, it's got a lot of recovery and it's only okay. A couple of the moves that did seem very good specifically was his up tilt, which is a similar attack to Marvel vs. Capcom Shoryuken. That one hits pretty high, has got quite a bit of priority, but like I said, a lot of recovery. It does seem to knock a bunch of stuff out of his way though. His jumping up air shoots like a wind burst straight up, and this thing, you can juggle fools for days with this. Like, I wasn't doing much of it myself, but I saw a guy using Mega Man and literally kept you in the sky because it shoots this projectile straight up, and you can't hit Mega Man below that, so his up air isn't colliding with anything. He's just shooting a projectile up at your ass, and it's pretty damn good. Probably one of his best moves. His forward air, which is like the fire attack, isn't too bad. You kind of need to make yourself as safe as possible with this thing, because if you whiff it, you're going to be recovering on the ground pretty damn hard. Other than that, his down air is kind of interesting. You got to charge it a little bit. It's like the hard punch. He throws his fist straight down below below him, and it'll smash opponents pretty damn hard. One of those that's also similar to the up air is that it's a projectile coming out from his hand, so if he spaces it correctly, you can't hurt him, kind of similar to the up air, so that's pretty damn good. His up smash and his down smash are pretty adequate. They're not bad moves at all. They do have pretty good killing capacity. The problem with them is that, once again, a whole bunch of recovery on both of these moves, so you kind of got to use them pretty sparingly. His back air, the slash from like Mega Man 7, crazy good. Like most back airs, a pretty damn good move from air-to-air attacks. And last but not least, his leaf shield and the metal blade aren't so good. Metal blade I find kind of interesting to just throw it out and get a little bit of damage from distance, but you can't really spam it by any means. But it doesn't knock the opponent back very much, and it's just good to get a little bit extra damage. The same thing with Leaf Shield. Leaf Shield kind of protects you, but man, the amount of time it takes to call this thing and eventually throw it out, I thought it felt really good at first, and then I tried using it more, and I was having a difficult time trying to like fit it into his game plan, so we'll see how this stuff gets balanced out. And over time, when I started playing with the character, I wasn't winning too much with Mega Man at the start. In the environment they have it us at E3, you all know, is timed by 2 minutes, and it's kind of frustrating with 4-player free-for-all. So over time I had to learn how to be good with Mega Man, and I started winning a lot more by playing super lame. Quite literally running around throwing projectiles, shooting people with Mega Buster Smash, throwing out more metal blades, protecting yourself when possible, using the rush coil to jump all the way to the opposite side of the screen where like a bunch of action isn't happening, because Mega Man seems kind of hard to use up close. He does feel like a zoning style character. Overall, Mega Man is not the best character in the game. He's not the worst character in the game. He's just Mega Man. It's gonna take a while for folks to get used to him, and I think that, similar to Fulgore in Killer Instinct, that's kind of exactly how I might want him. Because if we have so many people playing Mega Man, and Mega Man would be amazing in Smash Wii U, then he's gonna become a hated character eventually. People just hate seeing this character all the time because everyone uses him because he's so good. I kind of am glad that he's somewhat, as I would say right now, let's just call him a mid-tier. Let's just say that he's okay. He's got some problems in some areas, similar to the rest of the cast, but until Smash might get an overall adjustment from the Wii U version, from the 3DS version, and the gameplay might change a little bit until release, he's pretty good. He's not terrible by any means, but he's Mega Man. If there's one thing I can tell you right now, he's definitely a lot of fun, and landing his final Smash is one of the greatest, most heart-wrenching things on the entire planet. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll be back with more Smash Brothers impressions and characters that I played with at E3 on the show floor. Thank you all very much for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be back with that as soon as possible. My name is Maximilian, and I'll see you guys next time.